Hi, I'm the Arty Dance from Asian Film Fans and the Arty Dance channel, depending on which channel you are watching this video on, and welcome to this video review where I will have a look at the 2022 Indonesian horror film, Qorin. So let's check out what it's about. Set in a boarding school for girls where they learn about religion, we follow an exemplary student by the name of Zara, who seems to do anything she can to ensure she has top marks. A new student arrives, Yolanda, who has a checkered and troubled past, and at the same time the headmaster of the school, Ustaz Jaleni, forces all the third-year girls, including Zara and Yolanda, to perfect the Qorin ritual, a ritual where the girls must call out their duplicate spirits. But the performance of this ritual and its outcomes start to create terrifying results for the girls, leading them to uncover the truth about what's actually going on in the school and the abuse they've suffered. So first up, apologies for my voice, still recovering from COVID for a second time, so it's probably coming through really clear on the recording, and I do apologize, but I did want to get this done. And also I have to kind of warn that from now on, there will be some spoiler talk about the film, only because I think it's a bit difficult to talk about this film without divulging a bit of the spoilers. So if you haven't seen this and are interested in it, perhaps don't watch any further or just skip to the end to see the rating. If you have watched it and you want to join in the discussion, please continue on. So firstly, this was one of 2022's big Indonesian films that I was kind of looking forward to. Certainly in the top 5 of films that I was looking forward to. And part of that's got to do with the cast. Aghniny Haque, I think that's how I say her name. I kind of really like the stuff that she's in. She was in KKN and done a great job in that. So any kind of movie she's in, I'm kind of taking a bit of an interest in and wanting to see it. Now, the problem with Qorin is that I'm not Muslim to start with. So I kind of struggled to follow the purpose of the ritual. Now, I had to read up a lot about Qorin, and I had to get quite a few Indonesians to give me a bit of, and thank you, big shout out to any of the Indonesians watching who gave me some information about what Qorin was, but I'm still not quite sure I kind of understand what a Qorin is and how it relates in this film. And part of that comes down to the fact that I'm watching this movie, and it's fine, I'm a Catholic, so it's fine, I love watching movies about religion, and quite frankly, I think the Koreans are trying to do good Catholic movies, but they're failing miserably. So it's actually nice to look at the Indonesian version of these kind of movies being all Muslim, and so far they seem to be really enjoyable. But I'm struggling to find out what was wrong with the Ustaz and why he was so desperate to get the girls to bring out their Qorins. Now, it seemed to hint at that he was a servant of the devil. Now, did I get that bit right? That's what I'm trying to understand. But why does he want their Qorins for? This is what I was trying to work out. Now, he seems like a pretty bad guy. And it became pretty clear, I'd say about halfway through the film, what he was actually doing to the girls. And there is a strong social message here, which is really good. There's a particular audience this movie's aimed at, and it is to tell them that, this kind of sexual abuse, this kind of emotional abuse is not cool. And if this is happening to you, you should seek help. And it should never be excused under the guise of religion. So I like that message that this movie's pushing. I wish the Catholic Church would push messages like that. Clearly doesn't, but it's nice that this is being pushed. And the movie does go out with some really great horror special effects. They're not over the top. They're quite restrained. And I don't think they'll scare anyone. There's nothing new here that hasn't been seen in a lot of Indonesian horror movies before, but I think they're great. A massive shout out, and I think this is well deserved, needs to go out to the lead actress, whose name is Zulfa Maharani. She plays Zara, and she's terrific. Every scene that she's in is utterly believable. She looks terrified in certain scenes. She looks scared of making mistakes. She's worried about always doing the right thing. All these emotions come through on the actress's face so well, and she sold the character of Zara to me really well. And so big shout out to the actress. I think he did a fantastic job. But the problem here, and I don't know if it's just because I'm not Muslim or not, the problem here is I'm not sure that the movie explained everything as well as it should have. Maybe if I was in that scenario that these girls are in, maybe this bit would make sense. But what I'm still trying to kind of get to terms with or understand is why he was so desperate for their Qorins, what he was doing with the Qorins. And at the same time, the girls seemed to be involved or being abused by him. And I couldn't work out if he was abusing their Qorins or if he was abusing them. And this is what led me to a bit of confusion. So if you can help me understand this better, I would really appreciate it in the comments. So this is the part where it gets tricky, where I rate the film. So using my ghost rating, great horror or stupid trash, the movie gets 2 ghosts. Now, firstly, I need to be clear here. This rating is not a reflection of the quality of the movie. The quality of the movie is great. This rating is a reflection of my understanding of the film. So take this rating as a personal rating, not as an overall rating of the film. I would have given it a 3 if I could have followed the story a lot better and if I could have understood exactly what was going on. And, the lead actress just does a great job. I think she really has sold the film for me, but I just needed more about how everything fit together. And so I'm really happy if you've got those explanations to put it in the comments below. I'm happy to revisit this rating in the future. If more things get explained to me and the movie does become clearer. So leave me a comment below. Press like on the video if you enjoyed this. I understand some of you might have a different opinion to me, and that's cool. So let me know in the comments below. Just bear in mind, I'm not Muslim, and I had some struggles following the film, and I do need a bit of an explanation. So that's what I'm kind of asking you for. Look, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. There's a lot more movie reviews coming, including Indonesian horror movies. Otherwise, I'll see you next time, hopefully, when I'm feeling a bit better. Thank you.